Alright, so I die-cut that. You saw that in the last video. And I'm cutting this now. And I think I'm going to switch to my little air saw and finish the job. Got this patch all tacked in. As you saw, it took a while, but you know, this stuff takes a while. But it's right, it's flat, it's nice. These tacks will file off in a few minutes. Now I'm gonna get this other corner the same spot as this one is, and then I can tackle the middle. So I guess first off, let's put it on there, make the mark and cut out less half an inch, and we can go from there like we did last time. Filing them now. I'm nice and smooth, as close to smooth as I can get before I fully weld it, and that will ensure that the panel doesn't want to go like this while I'm welding it. Alright, these are all tacked in, planished, smoothed out, sanded. Now that's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. Damn, son. Oh, you thought this side would have been any different? No! Look at that. Look at that. Now if I can weld it and finish it to look like that, that's going to be the trick. Because this, from here to here, I can't access. So if I can get that to not shrink up too much, I'll be in business. Alright, kids are in bed. Kelly's going to help me take the rear end out of the 36 for the quick change for the roads to pick up. It looks so much better with a quick change under there. I think first thing we're gonna do, since I need to keep the 3-window here, but the air jack really doesn't reach. So yeah, we're gonna spin this around because we can't get at the rear end with the air jack because I don't have a regular jack right now. So I'm gonna move everything out of the way, get this spun around, and rip that rear end out. I just did the other side. I didn't think anything was going to happen because I thought this side was still kind of welded. But I broke free of the other weld and the whole thing just slammed down. And a whole bunch of water came pouring out of the rear end. So I hope it's not real rusty and gross in there. If it is, it is. But I thought since we had the deck lid on that it wasn't getting any water inside the rear end. But with it pointing up, I guess it still did. It was up like that. But, you know, we'll rip it out and take it apart and see what's inside of it. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, you know, in the bin. I'm gonna push it.
It's a boy!
I feel like... What's that movie when he comes out of the elephant?
I don't know. All these stupid fucking bugs.
Who needs a gym? Boop. Sweet. Now we pull it apart. Got my little table. I know it's not nearly big enough to do what we're gonna do, but we're gonna make it work. So I've never messed with a rear end before, and I've never put a quick change in, so this is gonna be fun. I know kind of what to do, so I'm gonna be heavily relying on my friends that have done this before. But first off, we need to just disassemble everything. So take all those bolts out on both of these bells, pull them off, pull the axle and ring gear off, and we should just be able to put it onto my quick change center section that's deep over there. So I'll probably bring that over here, and then we'll take it apart. Yep, it's all falling down.
Ooh.
So just up and out. There we go.
Nasty video.
If it was, I think it just got rain in it, so if it was like that for years, it'd probably get rusty, but it's fine. I just don't know what gears they are, and I don't know if it's supposed to say somewhere or how you measure it, but I don't know. And I hope the pinion matches up with the pinion I have in here. Looks like it does. Alright, well, we should grab that Quickchange and put it here, like this one is. After I pull it up, you swap it with that one. Put it back in.
Hold on, I'm not recording here. Oh.
Not a big deal. So you want to grab that Quickchange and put it up here? Yeah, it's not light.
I got it. Want to explain yourself?
Huh?
Do you want to explain yourself?
I already did. I told you I didn't know what I was doing. There it is. Wouldn't it be awesome if just these two gaskets were enough shims to make it work? Probably not, but it's not cool. Probably put a shim there. Try this one. I don't know. Probably call Pete Flavin and be like, hey, so when you test this, how much movement do you get? Because you can look over here. Quick, when I pull on it, barely anything. I think this side's good because you want to have some movement. You want to have too tight that nothing moves. And this side, I'm gonna go over there. This side is more, but still not a lot. I know you should have gauges and set up indicators to actually accurately do this, but I don't know. That's how some guys do it, as in me. I think it'll be alright. Alright, so we're getting there. This is the furthest I've ever had a Quickchange. It is mounted to some bells. Alright, so the lash I was talking about, I measured it, took my calipers out. I put one edge against here and one edge against this nut and measured it, then pulled it out and watched the needle go. And I had to move 4th thou on this side. Yeah, 4th thou on this side and 18th thou on this side. So, not sure. I gotta look in my books and see if that's acceptable. Kind of hoping it is because I don't feel like getting shims because I'm lazy. But no, I don't know. I'll get shims if I need to. It's just 4 bolts. Rip it off. Put a shim in there. Continue. But yeah, getting there. Got some old Yankee mounts. Spring over purchase coming. Gotta cut these off probably. Definitely, actually. Alright, so did a bunch of measuring. You saw me cut that out. Overall length, I need this to be 51 5/16, and I need the axle inside to be 47 1/4. That is taking 18 5/8 off of both. So this one's cut down. I left an 1/8 inch gap for me to fill it with weld. I'll clamp that to a big thick piece of angle iron, tack it a bunch of times, check for straightness, tack it some more times, check for straightness, then burn it in. The axle, on the other hand, wherever that went, right here, I gotta find some kind of tube that will go over it. Thinking something like this. Nice heavy wall. Drill holes in it. Maybe pin it and rosette it. I'm not even sure. But, you know, cross that bridge when I get to it, which should be soon. But I want to get this welded up, just taken care of. So I'll probably just tack it up, bolt it to the Quickchange, put it underneath, and see if my wheels are in the center where they should be. If they're not, you know, we got to either cut some off or lengthen it, which I hope we don't have to lengthen it. I hope we just have to shorten it up. But I also think I want to move this guy further forward. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I think I want to do. I'm going to have to really thrash on it and do all of this in one day when everything gets here, because I am still waiting on a couple things. I'm finding it very hard this Monday morning not to get to work, but to work on work. As you know, Quickchange stuff has happened, and I really want to just weld the thing together, cut that drive shaft down, weld that together, get the thing, you know, doing its thing. But I can't. I can't do it. I can't, because I know I need to work. Actually, gotta work. Cab corners, they look fantastic right now. So I think what I'm going to do is do another round of tacking in between these tacks to get a little closer to minimize the misalignment effect. Alright, so I got these cap corners on, fully welded, finished out. So, next thing we need to do is this middle piece here. I just rough cut it to width. Obviously left some extra because it needs some shape. Tiny arc. It's, believe it or not, it's a number 1 on my radius gauges, and number 1 is almost dead flat. Hey, look at that. You see here? Yeah, you see some light in there? Barely. So I'm just gonna... Hey, nice catch, Travis. I'm just gonna barely hit this with the shrinker. Cool. Alright, so I got a few packages in mid-welding, so I can't not open them up. So, this one, Instagram friend, subscriber, one of you guys, sent me something. He told me he was going to send me something because he couldn't sneakily find my address. So, he sent me something. Hello, fellow hot rod enthusiasts. In this box is your new set of motor mounts, modeled after the Vern Tardell book. Wow. In the Tardell book, he used 2x3 square tubing and seemed like a lot of work using a grinder. I have a CNC plasma cutter in my garage, so I thought I could take that idea, make it out of flat plate, leaving the parts perfectly sized as long as I was willing to weld it up. These are kind of 3/16 plate, which is thicker than the material he was suggesting in the book. They accept a puck-style motor mount. You can weld these 90-degree orientation, or like I did, and flare them out a bit, make them look, in my opinion, a little cooler. Awesome. ECM Fab. Cool little mounts. It ships nice and small, flat. Oh yeah, baby. And some cigars. He knows me very well. Cool. These will go in the humidor, and I will smoke one soon. Alright, so the second package, I thought I recorded me opening it, but I didn't. So, airplane steering wheel from a Beach Stagger Wing. And he also supplied me with a early Ford tapered keyed adapter. So this will go right on my shaft, and he gave me a cool aircraft nut to go with it. Man, this is gonna be a cool setup. So let's put it on. Well, I got plenty of knee room now. Jeez. Just a matter of if I can drive the thing. Alright, so I got this rib piece tacked on here. I also had to modify this bottom one here because this bead is smaller than this one. Instead of skinnying up this whole thing, just made a taper to it. So had to cut this one and change the angle. It was a little too steep. It's good now. This one was all set, so I just tacked this one up. Now I gotta fill this hole here. I gotta planish these tacks some more, file off the tacks, but I'll probably do a tack in between these tacks first, then file them off and planish them, and then I'll fully weld it. I got the main piece welded in. As you can see, it is a low spot, so have to hammer that up, file it off. Should be all G. It's gonna take a while because it's a long weld. That's like 4 feet right there, ish.